Well, hello guys. This is Brandon again with a little NC Farmer, and got a little project I'm working on today. But before I get started in my project, I wanted to show you my cabbage plants, how they done, because we have had some really cold weather, kind of unusual for March, middle of March. It's really unusual to go from almost 80 degrees down to 19, within just a matter of 48 hours. That's a little difficult. But so far, I think my cabbage plant's done good. It's a little early to tell on my fruit trees at home. The peach tree, I really don't know. I really can't say. The blueberries, I really can't say on those. Now, the thing is, Saturday night, or Sunday morning, it was down to 19. But there was very little frost and the humidity was very, very low. And I think that probably helped. I think this morning, Monday morning, Sunday night into Monday morning, I think this is the one that got us because we had a little more humidity and the wind wasn't blowing quite as strong. And so therefore we actually had some frost. And so I don't know, we'll just have to see what happens. It is what it is. But my cabbage and my onions did fine. The cabbage, you can tell, is stressed from the cold, but it should come back out. I don't see no reason why it shouldn't. I'll show you here. Okay, guys, this is the first one. I'll just kind of move down the row. You can see there, they don't look that bad. And I tell you what I have done is give them a good shot of Miracle-Gro, and they'll snap right out of this. I don't have it with me, so I can't do that today. But you see, like this one right here, and there's another one right there. You can tell they pretty well leaned over, but I think they'll come out. Hope they will anyway. And I did put some triple 10 on this, in case anybody was wondering. That was just the quickest thing I could do for the time. They're calling for rain, I think, Wednesday. This is Monday morning, March the 14th, 2022. But they're calling for rain, I think, about Wednesday. So we'll just see what we get to do. The thing about this field right here, it will dry out pretty quick so that you can get in here and work it. The thing is, you just got to be careful. You don't want to work it when it is wet because it will make bricks. And I don't know how well you saw, but there's a ton of white flint rock in this ground right here. This used to be the old hog pen. Well, this whole pasture right here had hogs in it at one time, a long time ago. And I know on certain times I can break this ground, I can still smell the hog manure in it. So, but anyway, guys, we're gonna go on around here and gonna get into my new project that I'm working on. It's just something simple, and show you what we got there. All right, I bet you are wondering, what in the world is this? Well, it's a junk hole. That's what it is. I'm going to try to straighten up some of this mess. Now, I've got my toys that I've collected over the years in here. Just one first thing and then another. And yeah, there you can see the old Lone Boy. That's an old one. All kinds of neat little gadgets and junk in here. There's an old walk-behind mowing machine. I need a motor for it someday. That's another project to play with. And this is my circle saw. I think I've got a video or two running this one. I know I do on one of my first videos, and it's actually got my grandfather's old tractor that you saw me use last week. We were sawing with this saw right here, not long after I had got it. And just show you something else. There's an old coal corn planter. It still works. You have to hook this one up to the cultivator, that one row cultivator that you see me use. And it needs a fertilizer distributor. It don't have that. So I'm gonna try to store it up a little closer out of the weather here. This got all kinds of junk laying around in here. I got to go through this mess, and a lot of it's going to the dump, I guess. So, but anyway, I'm gonna finish this up, try to get cleaned up here, and I'll be back in a few minutes and show you what's next on my agenda. Well, guys, I'm not going to win a contest on organization, but it's in here, packed in here. That's merchandise. That's not junk. That's merchandise. So if you want a clearer explanation, that's merchandise, okay? So it's just junk that I've accumulated over the years. And so, but anyway, we've got her in here, and probably be putting the wood saw here too, I don't know. But I've had that at my brother's for the time being, storing it there. Because we moved it out from the house, you know, I had it up there working on wood and stuff, and so I've got it down here now at my dad's. And we'll be able to work. Let's just walk around for a second. Okay, guys, I don't know how well you can see that, but this is what used to be my garden when I lived down here. It does okay. It's got white flints in it too. I'm thinking about trying some corn here. I don't know. We're just going to see. My dad broke it up for me a while back, and we've just got to disc it up. And yes, it's red land, that's for sure. But I would love, maybe, I know sweet potatoes, we've had those here and they do real good here. I would hope I could get some more of those. This area right up in here has always done good for peas, especially along that reddish looking line right there. Corn is kind of iffy. It depends on the season, really, on corn. So I don't know, we're gonna see, and that's not gonna be long off planting corn around here. So we'll just see how that goes. But my brother put some chicken manure on it. I don't know how well it's showing up on the camera. Oops, sorry about that. But, and I'm gonna step right in it. Let me get around over here. But, yeah, I don't know what and all I'll plant here. We're gonna try to do what we can anyway, but I know what deer will eat. We got them here. So we're just gonna have to see what happens with that. Walk over here, I'll show you another little spot. Before I show you that, guys, this is, if you put this plot of land, kind of give you coordinates on it, I would be standing kindly on the west side of that house up there. That's the old house, old farmhouse that I grew up in, my dad grew up in, my grandfather grew up in, and my great-grandfather had that house built. And it was probably in the 19-teens, I'm thinking. I can't really remember exact. For some reason, 1914 rings a bell, but I might be wrong about that. But it's just a pretty view. Look over the place. Just thought I would put that in there. You can see the yellow bell bush is blooming out up there. I hope it's showing through there. For Cynthia, proper name for it. And my brother, I noticed he put manure on this big field out here. This is primarily a hay field. This has been a pasture in the past. And I was just studying about it. Me, my dad, and my grandfather. There's an old horse-drawn mowing machine. I think I've showed it on one of my videos. But we've mowed that whole field with that thing, pulling it with a tractor. I've done it by myself. My dad's done it by himself. My grandfather done it by himself. Then we've done it together. One of us would take turns riding it. But it's amazing. You walk just a few feet away and the soil turns to this grayish color right here. That's just odd how that happens. But this dirt here is kind of more of a loamy, limey type, but it's still got its white flint rocks in it. But this does good. My dad always has his Irish potatoes down here, and it works real good for that. I've even seen onions do good. I've had good success with watermelons years ago down here. This is kind of a lower spot, and one thing I do know, I think in 1986, if my memory serves me right, it was a dry summer that year. Nobody had much of a garden. And guys, this ain't no lie. I had this whole thing from here all the way down to the woods down there, the ponds just down that hill. But I had this whole thing, had 2 rows of half-runner green beans. And guys, I was giving them away. I mean, people would come, and I had them, nobody else had them. And I was just a teenager then, probably about 14, 15, I reckon. And, I mean, I just think back now how times have changed. But anyway, hopefully we'll be disking this up pretty shortly, and probably help my dad get his potatoes out before too much longer, and so he can have some potatoes, and probably be putting some other stuff along with it. So anyway, guys, I know this has been a little different video from normal, but I appreciate all of you watching. I appreciate you sticking with me. I know it's been kind of a challenging year, but I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate your prayers for my dad too. He's really needing prayer. We don't know yet at this time, as I'm recording this video, we don't know what's really going to take place yet. So really keep him in your prayers. Pray for my mom, because this is stressful on her as well, and that God's will will be done. So anyway, guys, I'm going to close out with this. Y'all have a great day, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and share this with your friends, your family, people that you might know that would enjoy watching this kind of content. And hopefully, guys, we'll have some exciting things to look forward to later on this summer, and we get to planting down here, because this is going to be a little more, you're going to see a little more of the tractor. One thing I will mention this before I go, I want to do a video showing you how I use my Ford tractor in cultivating, because I don't have access to the farmall no more, and so I want to show you how I do it with a Ford. And it's not as good as a farmall, don't get me wrong, because I tell you right now, I hope someday, if the Lord will see fit, that I could have me a farmall. Either I'll settle for a Cub, I'll settle for a Super A, 100 or 140, it don't matter. But I would love to have it primarily just for that purpose. And so, but anyway, I want to do a video regarding my Ford on how I cultivate with it. And if you use your head right, you can do a pretty decent job with it. You just don't have the cultivision that you have with a farmall. That would be the only downfall. But I can do some hilling with it. Now they do make disc hillers that you can put on a 3-point hitch, but it doesn't work as good as the setup on a farm all does. You've got a little better control of it. So I want to just do a video, Lord willing, hopefully in the future, this summer, showing you how I do that, and I'll kind of walk you through it, show you the different feet that I put on the tractor and the different things that I do. So anyway, guys, y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, we'll see you again. Thank you from Little NC Farmer.